What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. We're finally doing a video on the 1976 Honda CB550F, and yeah, I love this bike. So this bike has been down since 2019. I finally got it up and running this year, so we're gonna try to enjoy it this summer, and then next year we need some work. We need some new tires, we need a new chain, we need some brake lines because these brake lines are pretty dry rotted. But other than that, this thing is in great shape, runs very well. This thing is a beast. So again, she's a 1976. Ended up naming her the Mistress because at the time, so I bought it in 2014. Me and the wife got married in 2013. So I bought this bike, ended up calling her the Mistress. All I did was change the rear fender. I did change all the blinkers, and I also changed the handlebars. But that is it. It is a hot day today. I'm going to try to post this video tomorrow, so we're going to get right into it and take off. But yeah, pretty much everything on this bike works. Headlight works. Ended up doing an LED bulb in it. I did switch out the headlight bucket. Not the bucket, the headlight itself. Because on the OEM one you cannot switch the bulb, and this one you can. There, we got neutral, we got oil, we got the blinkers. Look at that. Blinkers work. Makes that beeping sound, which I wanted to get rid of that, but now I love it because you never forget to shut off your blinker. So this thing also has a push start, but of course you have the Kickstarter. So let's try it out. Look at that. I'm telling you, this thing is a beast. But let's get going. Cruise a couple back roads. But yeah, guys, I cannot. So the plan was to get this bike up and running and then possibly sell it, but I can't sell this thing. This thing's a 76. Next year will be 50 years old. Like, no way. No way. This bike is a freaking dream. I do have a muffler, an exhaust on it, but right now there's no muffler, so this thing is loud as hell. But I do have a muffler coming in for it to make it a tiny bit quieter and not as obnoxious. But other than that, this thing doesn't need much. Just the main, so all the maintenance was done on it this year. So yeah, pretty much next year all the plan is to just do some tires, new tubes, the chain like I said, some brake lines, possibly switch out the master for the front brake, and I think that should be about it. And then just enjoy this bike. We have 10,859 miles. I did buy this with 7,000 miles back in 2014. So like I said, it has been sitting for the last like 5 years. Look at that. This the blinker is hilarious on this. This thing also needs, I'm not sure if it's the wheel, if it's the front wheel that needs to be balanced, but this thing does have a front end shake if I take off. So yeah, if I take my hands out of the wheel, it does shake. But again, the plan this year is just kind of ride it here and there, and next year I definitely want to do some work to it so that this thing can be 100%. Yeah, guys, other than that, freaking love this thing. She is rowdy. forget your blinker, this thing tells you. So yeah, I am not getting rid of that. I think to get rid of that, you just have to switch out the flasher for the blinkers. But I kind of enjoy it. Makes it seem like more like old school. And obviously it's OEM, so we will just leave it as is. Goodness. Oh, ended up somehow popping it out of, I think I downshifted down from third or second to first. Guys, this thing just carves up these back roads. I mean, obviously I'm not the craziest motorcycle rider, but if you're crazy and you know what you're doing, I'm sure this thing will still get it done. See if we can do a little pull over here.
This thing sounds nuts. Sounds like an angry hornet's nest. Gosh. Look at this thing. I mean, it's not very fast, but it sounds crazy. Oh man, too much fun. Too much fun. Alright guys, wanted to do a quick video. Just the first video of the first ride on this bike. I really have missed it. Like I said, I have not ridden it since 2019. And the plan again was to sell it after I got up and running, but come on. I cannot sell this thing. 1976, 10,000 original miles. I cannot sell this bike. I am keeping this thing forever. I don't care what the wife says. She wants me to sell it, but I am not selling it. I will be buried with this bike because I love it so much. But alright guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you hit the subscribe button so we're almost close to 1,000 subscribers. And I'll try to bring out more videos on this bike. And yeah, we'll go from there. Alright guys.